number 2 now. Example, whoops, that's the 2. Next page, actually I think it's the exact same page. Yeah, 190. 190, okay? This question says, the Dufferin Gate is a parabolic, I can never say this word. Yeah, that's it, parabolic arch that is approximately 20 meters tall and approximately 22 meters wide. So we know what's the max height it's going to be already. Yeah, so we know our max height is going to be 20, right? And we know it's how wide. So width equals 22 meters. Okay, so we're 20 meters high, 22 meters wide. Okay, and our first question says, sketch a graph with an arch with the left base located on the x-axis 4 units to the left of the y-axis. That's a little confusing. Okay, let's say it again. Sketch a graph of the arch with the left base. So the left base, that means the x-intercept, the left base, so the one farthest to the left, on the x-axis, and 4 units to the left of the y-axis. So they're telling us this right here. They want one of the x-intercepts to be at -4. -4 is 4 units to the left of the y-axis. Okay? Now from there, I can already figure out where my other x-axis is going to be. Y. Anyone know? Okay. It's 22 meters to the right. So what will I be at 22 meters to the right? 18, that's right. Okay. All I did was I took -4 plus 22, positive 18. So I have my 2 x-intercepts. That's great. And I know my max height is going to be at 20, so my vertex is going to touch here somewhere. It's not quite a straight line. This would be better. There you go. We know it's going to touch there somewhere, okay? We just don't know what the x value is yet. How would I go about figuring out the x value of the vertex? Yes. R plus s divided by 2. So I take that equation, r plus s divided by 2. What are my values of r and s right now? -4 and 18. Oh, I don't know why the other one that. So let's just give them values. R is going to be -4. Actually, we did them in colors. R was blue, right? So R is -4, and our S was 18. So we're going to plug them into that formula we have. -4 plus 18 divided by 2. What's -4 plus 18? Divided by 2? 7. So what is the x value of my vertex? 7. So we know at 7, and the highest point is 20, is our vertex. It's going to be at 7 and 20. We have this point here, which is 18 and 0. The other point is -4 and 0. And once again, my amazing dexterity. That was a little better, right? Except for that little dip there. That's what our arch is supposed to look like, okay? So we've graphed the arch. That's example A. Now B asks us, let's get here, example 2B. 2B says, determine an equation to model the arch. Okay, so let's go to our standard equation, or sorry, this is our factored form equation. Remember it said x minus, and we have a value of A, R, and S. This is our equation. We need to replace A, R, and S with numbers. Now we've already, in example 2A, so our question above, we already figured out what R and S were. What are they? -4 and 18. So right up here we have those. -4 and 18. So I'm going to go ahead and replace those right now. Y is equal to x minus, give us a second, -4. So I'm plugging in -4 just for the R. Negative sign still comes down, if you guys notice that. Okay? x minus 18. So this is a positive 18 I've replaced that s with. Okay? Now, I'm just going to quickly, don't forget the a. I'm going to simplify those brackets there. Y is equal to a. This becomes x what? Plus 4. And this stays as x minus 18. So if you guys notice, this says negative 18, and this one says positive 4. Those are the opposite of our x values. We had negative 4 and positive 18. Okay? That only works when the number in front of the x is 1. You'll see later in this course. But for now, think of that as negatives. Okay, so I have that. I need to determine the equation. In other words, what other variable do I have to figure out? X and y are fine. A. I got to find a value. That looks like a 9, I know. That's supposed to be an a. I got to find a value for a. Well, in order to do that, I'm going to actually have to find values for x and y first, because I only know how to solve for one variable. Do I have any values of x and y above?
Yeah.
What do I have?
Negative 4 and 0.
Well, negative 4 and 0 was already used. That's our r. And this is our s. What else could I use? Another point on this parabola. Yeah, 720. Our vertex. We can use that as another x value and a y value. So we're going to plug in the number 7 for x and the number 20 for y. When we go down, I'm going to rewrite the vertex on the side. Vertex was 720, and that was our x and y. So I'm going to replace y with 20 and both x's with the number 7. So 20 is equal to, I'll do it in red so you guys don't think it's a 9. A, and replace x with 7 plus 4, 7 minus 18. 20 equals a 11, and what? Negative 11. Once again, same numbers. We have a positive and negative value. We know that we're right in the middle. Okay? 20 equals negative 121, a. And finally, I got to figure out what a is, so I divide both by negative 121. A equals, so a equals negative 0.16. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we have our value there. I could have kept it in fraction form. Now, we're not done. They've asked us for the equation, correct? So I actually have to write the equation. Y is equal to, my a value is negative 0.165, or you guys could have, let me just put this on top, put 20 over negative 121. Could have left that as a fraction. Either way, fine. X, and what did we have from above? When we plug that in, we have x plus 4 and x minus, what was the other value? 18. So here's our equation. I'll write it in black. We've plugged all our numbers in. Y equals negative 0.165 x plus 4, x minus 18. There you go. We got our final equation. So that is how you do 2